Let's be real. Most of us are so focused on just getting through the week, right? Paying the bills, trying to get a little bit ahead, maybe putting something away for retirement. But what if that whole approach is, well, the wrong game? We're going to talk about a massive shift in thinking today, moving from just surviving in the short term to building a real, lasting legacy.
So I've got to ask you a question right out of the gate, and I want you to really think about it. Is what you're doing every day actually building something that will last? Or does it feel more like you're just running on a treadmill, where the next generation is going to have to jump on and start all over again from zero? That treadmill feeling? Well, there's a name for it. We're going to call it the one-generation trap. It's this hamster wheel that so many of us are on, and a lot of the time, we don't even see it as a trap at all. It just feels normal.
I mean, society pretty much hands us the script for success, doesn't it? Get that high-paying job, buy the nice house, drive the cool car, and make sure everyone on social media sees it. It's all about what you can earn and what you can consume in your own lifetime. The focus is 100% on me, right now.
And this graph, wow, it shows you exactly what that looks like. Your value, everything you've built up, it peaks right around your mid-career, maybe age 50. And from there, it just gets spent down, consumed until there's nothing left. By the end, the net value you pass on is, well, a big fat zero.
What this creates is what you could call a make it and eat it lifestyle. It's like you spend your whole life building this amazing sandcastle, but then you use it all up, and the tide comes and washes it away. Your kids, they show up to a flat, empty beach and have to start building their own sandcastle from scratch. It's a non-stop cycle of survival.
But what if there's a totally different way to live, a different game to play? This is where the three-generation mindset comes in. And honestly, it's a game changer. It's all about shifting your focus from your life to your grandchildren's lives.
You know, this isn't some new trendy idea. This is ancient wisdom. This quote from Proverbs just nails it, doesn't it? The real goal isn't just to help out your own kids. It's to build something so solid, financially and morally, that it benefits the generation you might not even get to meet.
Okay, so let's actually see what this looks like. Remember this graph? This is our baseline, right? The one-generation thinker. Everything they build, it basically ends when they do.
Now, moving to a two-generation mindset is definitely a step up. This is someone who's asking, how will this help my kids? And you can see it right there. Their value extends beyond their own life. It gives the next generation a better starting point. But it's still not the whole picture.
But then you get this, and this is where the magic happens. Look at that. In the three-generation model, your life's peak isn't the finish line. It's the foundation for the next person. Every single generation starts higher than the last, creating this incredible exponential growth over time. This is how you build a real dynasty.
So let's just break that down, side by side. It really comes down to this. Are you a short-term consumer, just using things up? Or are you a long-term builder, creating things that last? Do you see yourself as an owner of your stuff or as a steward, protecting it for the future? It's like running on a completely different operating system for your life.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty great in theory, right? But how in the world do you actually do it? Let's get practical and talk about the how. We're going to use this really cool metaphor of building a house, a legacy house for your family.
So just picture your legacy as this house. It's not something you throw together in a weekend. Nope, it's a lifelong construction project. And like any house that's built to last for generations, you've got to build it in the right order, with the right stuff.
And where do you start? The foundation. You can't build anything lasting on shaky ground. The foundation is wisdom. And we're not talking about chasing the latest fads. We're talking about a solid, timeless philosophy that's been proven to work. It's a philosophy where wealth follows wisdom, not the other way around.
Once that foundation is solid, you start building the walls. The first wall is wealth. And hold on, this isn't just about a pile of cash. It's about deeply understanding how wealth is created. It's the knowledge of sales, marketing, leadership. It's the financial literacy you need to build and manage resources for the long haul.
Of course, all the knowledge in the world is useless if you don't do anything with it. That's the other wall, well-being. This is the action part. It's where you apply what you've learned, maybe by starting a family business, creating real value, and turning all that theory into tangible results that benefit everyone.
And finally, what holds it all together? What protects this whole structure? That's the roof. We call it worth. This is your family's why. It's your unique purpose, your special gifts, and your ultimate contribution to the world. It's what gives everything else meaning.
Building that house, well, it's a journey. It's not going to happen overnight. So let's look at the roadmap for how you get there.
It's a path that takes you through 4 really distinct stages. We call them the 4 S's. The path from that 1-generation world of just surviving to a 3-generation life of true significance, it kind of looks like this winding road. It's not a straight line, let's be honest, but there are very clear signposts along the way that let you know you're headed in the right direction. And those signposts, those stages are, number 1, struggle, which is where most of us start. Then stability. That's the first huge turning point. After that comes success, which gives you options. And finally, you reach significance, where you're really living out that purpose we talked about.
Let's just zoom in on those first 2 stages for a second, because this is where the entire transformation kicks off. When you're in the struggle stage, the math is simple. Your expenses are bigger than your income, and the feeling? It's hopelessness. The first major goal is just to get to stability, where your income is finally bigger than your expenses, even a tiny bit. That small change flips the whole script. It creates hope.
So when we put this all together, you start to see that this is about so much more than just a financial plan. This is about consciously deciding to pick up the pen and become the author, the main character of your own family's story. Just think about it. Everything you've done up to this point in your life, that's just the first few chapters. The rest of your book, it's completely blank. So the most important question you can ask yourself is right there on the screen. Is the pen in your hand, or are you just letting life write the story for you? And that really brings us to the final, bottom line question. Someday, when your grandkids pick up the book of your life, what story are they going to read? Will it be another story of just getting by, or will it be the amazing first chapter of how their incredible legacy all began? You get to decide.